As opposed to diesel buses, hybrid buses and hybrid electric buses in specific are widely accepted as the more environmental friendly and more efficient alternatives. So is it really? While more than 80% of buses that Montreal STM uses are diesel buses, is it really a wise choice to replace them with the comparatively new technology? How well is it going to work for us in specific? During this presentation, we are going to analyze and present you with more detail about hybrid electric buses in terms of its electrical engineering, environmental engineering, and mechanical engineering values.
In Montreal, public transportation has existed for over 150 years. The first tramway started operating on November 27, 1961. At the early age of 1910, tunnel construction projects began around the downtown area of Montreal. However, the project was deeply influenced by economic crisis of 1930s and World War II. The new Montreal Transportation Commission, which was a former STM, was first proposed its own metro project in 1953. The system of bus lines and metro lines for STM is very complete now, and the system changes no more since 2012. In 1951, all of the tramways were replaced by buses. Nova Bus was invited by Quebec government to design low-floor bus. Later, from 1996 to 1998, the first low-floor bus made by Nova Bus was introduced, and the first 3 wheelchair-accessible routes were launched. These are milestones in STM's and even Montreal's history. Nowadays, there are 51 biodiesel electrical hybrid buses and almost 2,000 buses in total in Montreal.
Now let's see what hybrid buses are first. The hybrid bus uses 2 or more distinct types of power, and one common type is a diesel-electric hybrid bus. The diesel-electric hybrid bus uses both electricity and diesel for the power. Diesel-electric bus has a battery that stores energy and recharges when the bus is decelerating. If the demand for power exceeds battery capacity, the diesel engine would provide extra energy to support the bus. In general, the stored electricity provides a cleaner and smoother propulsion. There are 2 types of hybrid system used in hybrid bus, namely the parallel hybrid system and the series hybrid system. For the first one, the parallel hybrid system uses both an internal engine and an electric motor for propulsion. Both the 2 propulsions have direct and independent connections to transmission. In other words, either of the power sources can be used to drive the wheels. The second one is the series hybrid system. Series hybrid system uses an internal combustion engine to power an electrical generator. Then, the electrical generator can generate power to drive the wheels. In other words, all of the power driving the bus comes from electrical generator rather than from both electrical power and diesel power.
But here's the problem. Shall we change all the buses in Montreal into hybrid electric bus? First of all, let's see the benefits and downsides of both diesel bus and hybrid electric bus.
The following are benefits of diesel engines. Diesel cars get great mileage, and it also can deliver as much or more fuel economy than traditional gasoline-electric hybrids, depending on the models involved and whatever rapidly developing automotive technology achieves. Diesel engines are generally built stronger than electric engines and tend to last longer. Diesel cars often go well past 200,000 miles with no major engine problems. For the mechanical simplicity, diesels use a single master fuel pump, and there is no requirement for power supply in the form of overhead electric lines. The capital cost of laying 5 to 6 kilometers of traction wire is equivalent to the cost of a new diesel locomotive. And alternative fuels can be used in diesel engines by mixing up biodiesels and petroleum-based diesels to a ratio of 1:4. Diesel engines produce lots of pulling power at low engine speeds, so it is excellent for towing. There are also disadvantages of diesel engines. The major one is the noise generated by the engine. Although manufacturers today are getting good at using sound deadening insulation in their cars, a good deal of the diesel engine's noise comes directly from the engine itself. Another environmental concern is the engine emission. Though the diesel engine was invented well over a century ago, little attention was paid to emission until recently, so it brought pollution to the environment. The last point is the diesel engine has an expensive maintenance cost. It employs much higher compression ratios than electric engines. Therefore, they must be built stronger than standard electric engines. This leads to a high cost of maintenance.
One of the known benefits of hybrid electrical buses is that it reduces carbon emissions by 75% comparing to the diesel buses which are used widely in Montreal. It also outperforms diesel buses with smoother acceleration, quieter operation, and little maintenance costs. For passengers, a hybrid electrical bus provides them with a more comfortable and less smiley ride. Also, hybrid electrical buses are proven to demonstrate excellent fuel efficiency, and in comparison to diesel buses, hybrid electrical buses offer a 37% improvement in fuel economy. And its impressive performance is said to be not consistent with extreme climatical conditions. And that being said, when operating in hot weather and with the air conditioning system on, hybrid electrical buses are proven to consume 142% more fuel than it normally does, losing its advantage on average. But as long as it works well in wintertime, which it does, the AC system isn't our primary concern here in Montreal.
Yes,
Yes,
huge on this topic because I think it'll be better for the environment.
because over the long term it would be cost efficient as well as it would help out the environment.
It's definitely that's good to us.
According to our research of both hybrid electrical and diesel buses, and the consideration of their feasibility in Montreal, the advantages of a hybrid electric bus outweigh the disadvantages of diesel bus. Therefore, like many Montreal citizens believe, our group believes that the STM should change all current diesel buses into hybrid electric buses, which means that the smoother acceleration and quiet operation of hybrid electric buses will enhance local commuters' ride quality, providing them a more comfortable ride experience. To be more general, the hybrid electric bus will reduce the emission of greenhouse gas such as carbon dioxide and reduce the rate of heat island effects in Montreal. Replacing diesel buses by hybrid electric buses is also a good method to solve the global warming problem.